my name is Hillary. Today I'm going to do my reflection for the digital portfolio. I'm going to be answering some questions, reflecting on the past year, and giving some advice for the incoming 7th graders. My first question is, when you began school at Hopkins this year, you were most not used to having 6 different teachers. How did you feel those first few weeks? To be honest, I felt really nervous because I thought that all the teachers were going to give me homework. It was going to be totally hard from all the rumors I heard about 7th grade. That time management was going to be an important skill to have. But it's still important, but as the teachers started explaining everything at the first few days of school, they laid out all the courses, what their expectations are of us during this year, and everything became increasingly suited, and everything suited me fine because I started to settle in faster than most people did because it wasn't that different from 6th grade, just from the amount of different classes and teachers, but then they have similar expectations and rules to follow, so it wasn't as hard as I would have thought. What advice would you have given yourself to help you get through the first quarter and/or year? I would say not to be afraid to ask questions because most of the teachers encourage them. If you have a question, you should ask them. But then in my heart, I was really shy. I didn't want to do it in front of the whole class, especially when I didn't catch something the teacher said. I thought it was really embarrassing not to be listening. And because of that, I think I lost out on a lot of important information that I was too afraid to ask. So I think that would have improved my first quarter a lot. Also say for the whole year to make friends because I think they're really important, that someone you can depend upon, someone you can talk about your feelings to, and who can relate to you in general. And I think that's really important, especially with the stress of school, to be able to relax around someone. Now think of all you have accomplished this year in this class. Of what are you most proud of? Choose one assignment to reflect on. I would say I'm proudest of the Utopian Society presentation because I learned something new. I learned how to make a website, which I've never done before, and I would never think about doing unless the teacher assigned it probably later. And because of this, I think it's easier to learn now than to learn later when it's a lot more challenging at school and homework is a lot more. In addition, because of this, even though it's really pressurizing, I think because it was a group project, everyone split the pressure so that it wasn't as hard as I would have thought. And because of this, I started to interact with people. I would talk to them, I would explain. And because of this, I think I started to open up around people. I began making friends in all the different classes, not only in English, but in others as well, which I think is a very important accomplishment that I did in general during this year. And what would you do differently in this class if you had the chance? I would definitely pay more attention and treat the essays with more regard because they're really important. Not only is it a big portion of our grade, but it is for the future classes or essays we have to write in high school, college, and so on. But because I think they're really important, I should have asked more questions to wrote notes down during class. And I think that would have helped me a lot during writing these essays and could have gotten me a better grade and a general better understanding of this concept. Now think of all you have accomplished this year at Hopkins. Of what are you most proud? I'm proud of in general band because it's concert bands and it's 90-something people and half of them have never played an instrument in their life, not counting piano of course. But because of this, we start to depend on each other. I learned humility from people who are better than me, and I learned to teach and have patience with people who might need help. And because of this, I think I developed in character as well as my skills in playing a flute. And I also strive for perfection because in band, if you get one note wrong, it can be heard and it's ruined the whole piece. So everyone wants perfection here, and we started to team up, and we all have a common goal. And because of this, I think we all work together very well, and we got 2nd place at CMEA Festival at Great America, which I'm of course really proud of because no one expected us to get that good of a grade. And we competed against all these amazing bands from all over California, and to be placed 2nd is like a huge honor for us. And what would you do differently at Hopkins if you had the chance? I would definitely have joined more clubs because I think they're really important. You can learn new things from other people, meet new people, try new experiences. These are only a few of the stuff you can learn at the clubs. But I think it also helps the school. Like you can compete and make the school better. I also try to do more volunteering and help the community be better than it already is. What advice would you give to incoming 7th graders about A, Hopkins, and B, this class? For Hopkins, I would say it's okay to be confused or uneasy about the first few weeks of school. That's completely normal. But as the time goes on, you should try new things, take a risk, because who knows, you might find something that you're completely great at, or you love it. And because of that, I think it really helps you in school to relieve stress. For this class, I would say that even though sometimes who assign something that's really confusing or challenging and time-consuming, it's for the benefit of you yourself. And through these essays and projects and assignments, they will make you become a better person in English, writing, grammar, everything. And even though everything seems hard, Miss Hu will help you on everything because she understands you. She knows that you may not have done this before, and she'll give you guidelines, examples, rules, and everything that you need to make the essay you write have a good grade and make yourself feel proud. So I finished all the questions, and I hope you have found them helpful, and it was fun for me too, because reflecting on this year made everything seem better in a way. Thank you. Bye.